the music.
Yeah. Oh, how does he do it? And welcome back. I'm going to play with the frame here and get everyone situated in the right places.
That's really
It's going to be interesting to see what this looks like, so I got to fix this.
So what did everybody like? What's cool stuff did everybody get with your level 5 upgrade here? I want to hear what everybody's got going on.
I
Oh,
think
look at this
one
guy
of
being level 5. Must be nice.
yeah, don't show off
Yeah,
too
yeah.
too soon.
Okay, I got all my monk shit now. So I got my extra attack.
I want to
I
know.
got stunning
Sweet.
strike. I got my darkness spell for being a tiefling. I got my extra key point. I got like increased stunning. My stunning strike damage increased. So instead of being a D4, it's a D6. That's basically it, I think.
Eric, did you level up too as well?
Nope.
Okay, you got a little ways.
Me and
to go.
Kyle
Just
are
probably
this
Mr.
one,
2.
so we're behind just a little bit.
Just a bit.
We should,
Just a bit.
just a bit. We should catch up tonight.
Yeah, it's not too bad. I was just actually looking at it. I'm at 4,450 XP. I don't know if Eric made it to a session that I didn't, but
I'm at 5,500.
yes. So you made it to another one that I missed, but
Yeah, it was just the last one.
oh, that was a big amount of XP then. But yeah.
Yeah, XP last time. It was escaping, dude. We had to fight like a bunch of Ebon shots on the way out. Oh, and we found.
Wait.
You're gonna probably talk about the previous.
I was being
Yeah, that's
told it
spoilers.
was just a continuation.
Yeah, it'll be a recap.
Yeah, they basically finished that fight. Okay, I just need to figure out how to do the ship thing. And this...
We met someone really interesting.
Oh, very.
Right.
Oh yeah, y'all met Bren Cadmus? The King Cadmus's son with Brea? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You
It
met
sucks.
your baby boy, and you are disappointed.
Your old character's baby boy. Okay, does this work? All right, let's
Just
see.
not ready to be a mom, you know.
Fritzia.
Nothing
Yeah.
personal.
I'm
Just
I mean, what if she learns that Bren's kind of an asshole?
he's,
She ever? I mean,
you know,
He's a bit entitled.
I mean, we don't know
fine.
much about him. I'm just saying, like, what if he turns out to be just a huge disappointment, and then David's just
What
like,
if-
ugh.
You know who you should. I wish you were more like. I wish you were more like Bane.
your mother.
Shut your
Bane
mouth.
is-
Your mother.
Bane is the good son. God
Fritzia, you
took
shut
the
your mouth
wrong
right now.
boy.
Bane was an asshole, and you know it.
God took the wrong boy.
The wrong son died.
Okay.
It's that moment in Lord of the
How does it
Rings
look?
where
Is
it's
anyone watching?
Faramir coming home.
If anyone's watching the stream here, I think I got it set up. I have just a blank spot because I couldn't make a frame that would work. So whatever, it's close enough.
Hashtag God took the wrong boy. It's a trending hashtag for some reason. It's horrifying.
Where's this picture? This fake picture of Kyle? There it is. I mean,
It's
it's not
fine,
a fake
actually.
picture of Kyle.
It's not a
It actually
fake
is
picture. That's
Kyle.
exactly what I look like.
It is a
it's-
picture of Kyle.
It is
It's
a
not-
Spot on.
photograph. It's not a drawing. That is a photo.
Is it a picture of Charlie Chaplin with glasses?
Damn, got him.
You should go to the stream and
Got
see it.
him.
God.
Okay. I think I've got this. There we go. Okay, that's gonna have to do. I don't want to spend too much time fucking with technical difficulties. Remember the show, Technical Difficulties? All right. Anyway, we were talking about that last week. All right. Well, welcome back. I have a little bit of a written intro and a recap for you, my friends, and that will pick up where we left off. So, in a dimly lit room, Mistress Talira hovers over two tables. One has the unconscious body of Bane laying on it. The other, an empty shell of armor. Underneath, its flesh made with roots and vines.
Yes, make my baby boy alive again.
She walks over to it. Oh, my little pet. You were doing so well. It will be sad to see you go. But when you come back, you will be much better. Mistress Talira produces a dagger, stabbing into the chest of Bane. She speaks words of another language, and when she is done, Bane's lifeless body lay there on the table. A moment later, the empty shell of armor rises. Previously, on Ravengard, a party known as the Red Hand, on the run from the Ebon Empire, first escaped prison, made it to the port town of Samkari, stole a boat from the Empire, sailed through the West Fort stronghold and out onto the Sea of Artheon. They slayed a mimic colony disguised as a lost ship, arrived in Silvermoon Harbor, and then backstabbed by their once friend Bane. And then chased down by Mistress Talira and her warforged Ebon Sentinels. Now you run into a new friend, Bren Cadmus, son of King Cadmus, who was unseated by the resurgence of the Empire. And while out on this boat, you all discuss your next moves. Bren wishes to destroy the Empire, who occupy his home. He has a plan to sneak in and kill the Red Priest, claiming there is an underground library and cave system that could get you all in. Red also wants to destroy the Empire, but doesn't believe it can be done with swords and stealth. She has a map with leading you to treasure, and instead of running in, she would rather gather wealth and power before attempting to topple an empire. But you can now add resisting arrest, destruction of empire property, and attempted murder of a noble family member to the list of crimes, which previously included breaking out of prison, stealing an empire boat.
Crimes against
Pirates.
whom? Crimes against whom, I say.
Awakening from a deep sleep, Geth
Against the
Stormwind
establishment.
finds himself on the Devil's Fortune, unsure of how he got there. Last thing he remembered was running from the fight and finding a cemetery where his parents were buried. It has been a few days since escaping Silvermoon Harbor, and you now find rest. What would you like to do?
So am I back with everybody right now?
Yeah, something just fell in the background. Is everyone okay? You hear that?
Yeah, I do. That's why I mute myself all the time.
So
Yeah.
yeah, you're back with
So,
everyone. You're on the boat, and you guys are sailing out of Silvermoon Harbor. It's already days, like I said, since leaving Silvermoon Harbor. But so yeah, you're back up with everyone.
Well, at this point in time, I'd like to, walk up towards the deck and, and see if anybody else is awake and around, and so that's what I'm gonna go do.
You emerge from below deck, and you find. What are the rest of you doing?
That's a good question. We're on a boat. Not a whole lot to do other than to tend to sails, eat, sleep, and look at the water. So, I will be at the bow, looking at the water.
Is that where we're heading? Officially?
Away. We didn't decide on a direction. Currently, we're
Or was,
sailing
like, in the general-
east.
We need to go south and around or north up,
Yeah.
right?
So that was the division last
So
time.
Deacon,
Do
I'm
we-
assuming you're at the helm.
Always. Yeah, I mean, as often
Okay.
as I'm not sleeping.
Yeah, Bishop is probably below deck catching some rest now because he steers the ship when you don't. Okay, so Gaius,
Yes.
as you're at the front of the ship at the bow, you see Bren. He's awake, standing at the front of the ship, 1 foot up on the side of it, Captain Morgan style, the wind in his hair, and he's just looking off into the blue yonder.
He is an asshole. I mutter to myself and walk up to go talk to him.
As you
Friend?
approach, he almost hears you before you get to him. It's like almost like he knew you were coming up. And he said, before you can say friend, he's you smell that?
Smell the ocean.
He's looking at it. Yeah. He says, no, not only that, friend. Smell of victory. We took down 3 of those sentinels. Haven't seen many people able to do that. You wield the blade well.
I was trained well. Clearly, so were you.
Well, when you're on the run, you gotta make do with what you got. There, you'll find a number of trees that are missing bark. In the, well, you probably will never see those trees.
Visions
Says,
of home and linger, unfortunately.
It troubles you as well.
It's something that troubles us all, but yes, I understand you.
And he kind of turns back around, looks over at the ocean again. And he's like, "It's not many days from here. We could probably make it to the capital if the wind goes our way." And he kind of goes back to you, and he gets a little bit. He like turns and walks up. He's like, "I need your help to convince the others. I don't know what your Captain Deacon has an idea of doing, but I think if we could get to the capital and chop the head off the snake, well, no pun intended there. I just think that we could do a lot of good in this world."
Not gonna say anything at first, but pause and take it in. Kind of walk up, square shoulder, and put my head on his shoulder. I was always coached patience after victories. The blood tends to leave a lingering effect on ambition. Best to temper those. Hardens the steel. I would say that those few that we took down, there are many more. And though your ambition is bold, and some would say brash, I don't disagree with it. But I think caution might be the better way to go, as when, deciding when to retake one's revenge.
Make a persuasion check for me.
Ooh, I'm not good at those, but let's do it.
Doesn't always matter.
That's
Ooh,
a
you're really not
one.
good.
That's a dirty
Roll
one.
with a -1.
It's a dirty 1. Is that what a 2 is?
Yeah, no, a dirty one because
Unnatural. It's not a natural point.
I gotta go take a dirty one,
It's
guys.
a natural 2 for a dirty 1, as we like to say.
Well, it's a dirty 1 if you have a -1 to your roll for sure.
But sorry, guys, I gotta go take a dirty one real quick. I'll be right back.
Wow, that is
Ugh.
see a
Awful.
doctor.
Yeah, you should see a
Probably go
doctor.
see
That's what I'm
somebody about
thinking.
that. The
Is anybody else's ones really dirty?
Drink more water.
I'm
This has
trying.
completely gotten away from
Need
me.
more fiber.
That's the
What
goal.
were
Okay,
we
so-
doing? Were we
That's
playing
always
D&D?
the answer.
What was going
More
on?
fiber.
So you're trying to persuade him to maybe to temper his mood, be
Yes, that's
not try to
yeah,
be
that's what I was
so
going
rash.
for.
And he looks at you and he's like, coming from a barbarian, that's kind of funny.
I take offense to that.
Barbarian.
You judging me for who I
I mean,
am?
you can. Yeah, right. But he looks at you and he's like,
Yeah, don't say that.
well, maybe he says right after that, no offense, but when you have the tactical mind like I do, and you're looking for people to help, you learn to judge people maybe sometimes a little too quickly. But I could tell that you're good with the blade and have a good heart. So, that's the kind of person I'd fight alongside.
I'm willing to. As far as I'm concerned, I still owe you a debt. You did aid in the saving my life and my friends. But at the same time, like you said, in the end, decision's up to our captain. We're not individual units. We are a team.
And that's why he puts his hand on your shoulder and says, "Then help me convince them."
I don't think they need convincing. I think they need a plan.
What from me? He's like, easy. It's like we sail in under their sails. I know where the secret entrance is. We'll get inside. Once we're inside, if so long as our cover isn't blown, we get into that library.
That's a big if.
Yeah, well, we will get into that library. And when we do, we will be prepared to take the keep.
You sure are trusting a lot.
And if
for
not,
a
we'll
group
all
of
die
pirates.
trying. And then he kind of chuckles. What's that?
Yeah, see. I said you sure are trusting for being among a group of pirates right now. So why not extend a little truth to us? We're gonna need a little bit more than you're the supposed son of a king somewhere. In a land that not a lot of us have an allegiance to.
Well, what would you have from me?
That's what we gotta ask them. I don't need anything.
So, Geth, you make your way up the deck, and you see the rest of the crew. You see Gaius and Bren at the front having this conversation. You look back up on the helm. You see Deacon and Camarian up there, and Red is up there as well. Below deck, Spine and Bishop are hiding somewhere. Britzia and Jaeger, what are you doing? What are you doing?
I think I walk toward
Well.
Gaius.
Okay.
I'm still just recovering from almost dying. I think just
So I'm actually gonna. I walk up to Jaeger and I have this
There we go.
little pouch in my hand, Jaeger, and I say, he appeared to me last night in a dream. He showed me things that I've been searching for my whole life. He gave me answers that I didn't know were possible. Okay, he gave me power that I didn't know that I was capable of. And he gave me this, and I reach into this little pouch, and it looks like black sand. But when I pull it out, it's almost like Mary Poppins pulling an umbrella out of her bag. You see this black sword just pop out of this small pouch. I said, he gave me this. And I think I gave myself to him in return.
You.
what did he say, Alvy? Said ew.
I said you, just because
Oh.
of phrasing. I mean, we're not doing phrasing anymore, but that was a phrasing moment.
And you see me put this black sword back into this small pouch. And I put it back on my belt. I said, I think he's been there since the beginning. I think he's been watching the whole time.
I say, good. It's good. Now the training can begin. He has officially recognized you as one of his acolytes. Now we can move on to the next step.
Do tell us, what is the next step?
Constantly shooting Eldritch Blast off the side of the boat.
I think it's whatever he tells us it is.
Yes, we will meditate further and commune with the Great One. And we'll begin your training in short order.
Creepy. Fucking
Yes.
cultists on the boat. I love it. All right.
There are several cultists on the boat.
Feels like it.
And,
So Britzia, oh sorry, keep going.
I want to tell Bishop too. Actually, I'd like to confront Bishop and say, Bishop, I know we had our conversation about the night before, and I told you something that I've never told anyone.
He's
but
like
I
just kind of
believe-
waking up. He's like, what? Go ahead.
I said last night that something great showed me where my power's from. And I told you that I've always wanted I've always wondered. But I know now that I am from beyond the stars. And this power wasn't mine. It was forced upon me. And during that sickness, that invasion, I believe that they were using me. I don't know what broke the connection, but somehow I can still use this power that they gave me. And the thing that gave me answers, the thing that showed me this, it has something to do with all of this. I know it. And I just had to tell you because, like I said, I've only told one person about this, and I don't know what to think of it or what to say or who to tell.
Bishop looks at you and kind of acknowledges what you're saying. He says, when you are gifted power, it's different than when it comes from you. Remember, it can be taken away. I haven't told many people this, but, well, I am certain that when I die, my soul will go to a particular... He's about to say the word patron, and then he says, deity. But, and I know the power that was given. I can produce it at will. But I also know that with this great power, it can also come, it can bring great misery. And I have seen that as well.
With the Austin.
Yeah, great power comes great responsibility. Spider-Man
You
thing?
didn't,
Yeah.
you didn't have to actually
Great
say
power
it.
comes...
You could have just glossed over that.
yeah.
No, I liked it. I liked it. It was good.
He and he looks at you and he says, sometimes I think when I offered what I did, it was more than just what happens to me after I die. It also included what happened to me during my life. I've since changed my ways. My sister made sure of that. And he says, have you talked to Red? Asked her about the sickness invasion.
I was going to do that actually after this. I just had to tell you about what I've learned. And I know it's true because when I woke up and I take out the sword, this was in my hand.
It's like, whoa, what is it made of? It's like he looks at it and he's like, I've never seen anything like that before.
Neither have I. But when I woke up, there was a pile of sand in my hand. And it turned into this.
Is it? He wants to try, hold his hand out. He's like, may I? But he's also afraid.
No, I try to hand it to him.
When you hand it to him and he grabs it, it all falls on the ground. He looks down, he's like, what? And it's just like a bunch of sand on the ground. He's like, how? And then, Kamarian, you hold out your hand, and then the sand just forms back into a blade.
I put the sand back in the pouch on my belt.
He's mesmerized by it, and he just says, be careful.
Ashen blade.
I'll try, but if he has more answers, it's hard not to listen.
Austin, that is the most astute observation, and it's not the Ashen Blade, but it's
that was ash.
very interesting. Interesting comparison.
Oh, he's also a changeling. Shit.
Just saying.
And think about that.
So he you leave, I guess. He's like, I'm going back to bed. So back to Britzia, which we didn't get to Britzia. So what is Britzia doing on the deck of the boat?
I am not on the deck of the boat. I am in the bowels of the boat. I'm in the jejunum of the boat. I'm in the ascending colon of the boat. In the kitchen. That's where the kitchen is. I'm baking a cake.
What's in the cake?
Hard
Don't
tack.
say glue.
Well, of course it's not glue. Who puts glue in a cake? Why would I do that? Glue is an adhesive. When you bite into a cake, you want it to be moist. This isn't going to be moist, by the way. This is made of hardtack. It's all we have.
I was gonna say,
Pine
did you put
cones.
the horse milk in the cake?
Horse milk?
We brought
Just making
fruit.
sure that you
We have
didn't.
fruit.
Oh!
We have oranges and stuff so we don't get
I
scurvy.
learned. Oh my god. Okay, I should catch you up. I've learned a lot about horses in the last week. First of all, that wasn't milk, and it wasn't glue.
Glad I didn't have any.
Anyways, I'm baking a cake because it's somebody's birthday. Do you know whose birthday it is? Guess whose
Enlighten me.
birthday it
No.
is.
And
It's
yours?
Britzia's birthday.
It's my birthday.
Oh my
You
god!
all
Oh wow.
Didn't say shit. You didn't send me a. You didn't send me a happy birthday, Raven. You didn't get me a gift. By the way, I want a gift, and what I want is there's these cool things called beanie beings. They're these. Everybody's collecting them right now. They're woodland beings. They're not made out of beans. They're made out of wood. I don't know why they call them that. But there's a very specific one that's very cool. It's very rare. It's a sea hag. And the sea hag is carved out of quilted maple. And I want one. And somebody better.
I make
better
a
get me.
minor illusion of the sea hag, and I'm like, does it
I
kind of look like
know
this
you
a little
can-
bit?
Oh, look. Oh, and then I go to grab it. Oh, it's not real.
No,
though.
I'm not trying to give it to you. Does it kind of look like this one?
Oh,
Is this
it's-
kind of what it looks like? I'm trying to get a good
Oh,
idea.
Well, I'm so sorry for making fun of. You're trying to do a kindness. That was a reasonable facsimile. Tell you what, you go down to the general store or whatever, and you tell him you're looking for the sea hag.
I was
They'll
the
know
sea hag
exactly
bean.
what you're talking about.
And what
Beanie
were they
beans.
called again?
Beanie
Beanie
beans.
Beanie
Beanie
beans.
Beanie beans. They're very cool.
Beanie beans.
They're
And then
very.
what's
They're
the
very
sea
hot.
hags? Okay.
Might be a little expensive, but
Noted.
yeah.
Okay, so Britzia's just going around rampaging, telling everyone about her birthday and how she's.
Oh,
super
also happy
upset.
birthday. I'm sorry.
Oh, thank
that I
you.
forgot.
Oh,
Yeah.
somebody.
Happy birthday from all of us to you.
Oh, for me?
We
Are
wish
we all on
you
deck
happy
now?
birthday. So we
Actually,
could
maybe
have
when
one
Bishop gets out of bed,
too.
we'll have.
I'm sorry,
we'll have
are we
him
supposed to be
put
on the
something
deck?
up.
We're
I
on
think
the
you
deck,
were
okay.
downstairs by yourself. You're just talking to
I might
yourself
have
the
been.
whole time. It's my birthday. I want beanie beans.
Imagining my imaginary friends, because I only have imaginary ones, because I'm a scary beach. Okay. Yeah, I'm on deck.
I mean, you didn't have to be. I was just curious what each character was doing, what you're all doing on
Oh,
this.
okay, yeah.
See, right? So you're making this cake, and you bring the cake above deck. You're ready to serve it. You're like about to tell everybody about your birthday, and you look around and you see, and all of a sudden, a storm starts to roll in. It gets pretty heavy, pretty quick. Like a little bit of rain. You're like, as you're walking out with this cake, it's like some raindrops, like, and you're like, oh no! Like your cake is gonna be ruined. So you go hurry inside under the deck. What's that?
Actually, this might make the cake
Might make it
softer.
more.
This might help.
Okay,
Yeah,
so then
exactly.
you just hold the cake out there then? Anyway, so it starts raining and pouring and dumping, and
Trying
the
to
storm
catch
is
the rain with the cake.
Yeah, it's getting,
so I
it's
cast
getting real
Mage
heavy.
Hand and I reef the midsail so that we're at a good spot here when we're sailing through the storm. I'm shouting out orders and I'm sure, Captain Deacon over there is just on the wheel, just making
Tying up
sure
the
we're hitting the
wheel.
waves in the right direction, make sure we're not hitting them, dead on, but at a good angle.
He's
And I'm
screaming.
just making sure that we've got the sails pulled in the
Meditate
right direction
away.
if we need to. I'm
Take
just
it.
shouting out orders so we can make it through the storm.
The storm picks up, gets heavier.
I tell people, cover the grating, cover the door downstairs. We don't want another
Has
flood.
anyone tried to praying to their god?
The wind picks up severely.
Dear
So fast.
Moloch, if you are real, please make the storm less. Amen. In Jesus' name.
There's like a temporary pause in the storm, and then it starts going real hard. It's even harder than before.
Oh,
And
dang,
to
okay.
probably
Oh,
avoid
no.
you all falling off of the boat, you're gonna have to all go below deck because otherwise the wind's gonna carry you off into the ocean.
I was just below deck. Okay.
Yeah, you run back, but the
Yeah.
cake looks probably better. And then this is your moment because everyone's. What's that?
As a guy, I could rope myself to the wheel.
No, you'd be like you'd fly off. You're gonna fly off into the water, and lose it. We don't want to lose you. You can do your best to try to tie the wheel if you want to try to keep it a particular direction.
Yeah, I would tie the
Tie
wheel.
the
whenever I saw the
wheel.
storm rolling in.
Go
I'm
ahead.
used to the storms now. So
yeah.
The wheel's probably almost always roped.
Wow, I just rolled natural 20. So that's it. That shit breaks sometime. You don't know when. You're already below deck when it happens.
Sick.
So you guys are all huddled below deck. The storm is raging. The shutters on any of the, lower deck. Like this whole thing is shaking. Britzia, you have your moment to present the cake. Everyone is here around. Red sees you and she says, "Is today your birthday?"
Yes. Did you?
Like, happy
did
birthday,
Did you
Britzia.
remember?
Yes.
Thank you.
I think I
did
did.
tell everyone.
Deacon
yes,
says, everyone sing.
Okay, everyone make a performance check.
Happy birthday.
Literally. No, not a real one. Just everyone make a
to
performance check.
That's what
me.
Deacon's doing. He's leading it in. Like, all right, we're doing this.
Happy birthday.
I'm gonna see how well we can all sing happy birthday.
Cha cha cha.
Oh
Makes
God.
sense, yeah.
Just gonna give myself disadvantage.
Bishop is like,
Only
no. He's like, stop, hold on, wait, yes, that key, keep going with that, and then he starts playing along with it or using a drum, and everyone's like gets on board, and they all successfully sing you happy birthday. It's pretty good performance. It's not great, but it's pretty good.
Oh, it's my quinceañera.
Wait, you're only like 16.
Only 15?
No, I'm 16. Whatever the 16 version of a quinceañera is. A sweet quinceañera. It's my sweet.
15? 15? Did I get it wrong? I don't know.
I
You're a
don't.
16-year-old
I don't fucking
halfling?
know.
Dude, you're like
Listen.
real young.
Listen,
You're like
Halflings
savage
live a
for
long
a
time.
16-year-old
if
halfling.
I had told
That's
you my real age, you wouldn't let me on the ship. Okay.
pretty- Does that mean you're too?
Halflings live to be like 300.
Do they? No way.
That's wild. They would be really old. Well, Bilbo was 111
I mean, that's Lord of the Rings. It's
in their
different.
birthday.
Most halflings don't only die from predation. Okay, so really, exactly. You have the cake. Everyone has some of the cake. Does anyone not want to have some of the cake? I'm gonna have some of the cake.
Everybody better have a cake.
Yeah, everyone's
You will
having cake.
definitely have cake.
Brand is like, this is delicious. Yeah.
Yeah.
Things can live to be like 200 years old.
Ooh,
Okay, there you go.
yeah.
Says roll 20.
Take some of our cognac and just pour it over the top, like drizzle it.
Nice.
On
It's a
top of
rum
my
cake
own.
now. Cognac cake.
That's a good.
Yeah, it's like a rum
that's
cake
actually a
now.
good idea. That's an
I hand
acceptable
I hand over to
modification.
Britzia because I know you're 16, but it's your birthday.
There's no drinking age.
Yeah.
Raven Guard drinking age is if you can see over the.
Alright.
Oh no, that's not fair because they're halflings.
That's
Yeah,
Th-
low
th-
count.
that-
right. Give me all the booziest. I grab the bottle and I just turn the bottle up. And I'm like,
Oh,
I
man.
drink a lot more than you think when you guys aren't looking.
She's
Right.
getting turned.
Just trashed
Yeah.
after that drink.
Meanwhile,
Gotta
Red
get
is
prepped
just-
for surgery.
Red's kind of sitting back and watching, and like outside, the storm is roaring, but inside it's kind of a nice I don't know, I guess celebration or dinner that you guys are having because it kind of gives her the feeling of like family for once, and she looks over at Bishop, and Bishop kind of nods back to her, and she like walks over to Deacon, and she says, once we get out of the storm, we're gonna head to a treasure spot. We need money, we need weapons, and there's some good shit. So, I know I haven't been completely upfront, and she's like whispering this to you, right? Just like at the crowd, everyone's kind of, just enjoying the moment. And she says, but, and like you guys are both kind of looking at the party going on, and I feel like Britzia's like got like, I don't know how you got like 4th of July sparklers, but you're like doing some, it's like really dangerous to do it on the ship probably, but like you're just you're like somebody got you stuff, and
I'm letting Nimbus lick my plate.
yeah, for sure, the cat gonna
Finish
eat.
it out.
And so while you're looking at this kind of the scene, and Red, she says, well, and she turns to you and looks you straight in the eye, and she says, shit, I already lost what I was saying. Son of a bitch. So where I wish I could rewind and just watch it. She looks at you in the eyes.
Treasure, we're looking for treasure.
Thank you. Yeah,
because
she
she hasn't
looks
been
at you in the
completely honest with
eyes,
us.
and she says, do you trust me?
You. More than this guy, anyway. Like, the new guy.
Pointing over to Bryn. She's like, yeah, I don't really like him. But
It's too early to tell for me. I don't know him yet. Just
she's
met
like, I
him
can
2
tell
hours
right
ago.
away. He already thinks he's the captain. We all know who that is.
Right.
But if he wants to be part of this crew, then he's got to obey orders, right?
Of course. And my job is to decide what's right for this crew. What's the risk reward in this treasure? I know you said the reward is treasure, lots of treasure, but what's the risk? Like, it can't be that easy.
It's like, nothing ever is. The risk? I mean, sailing into Empire territory, and probably a little bit further. Maybe losing our lives along the way? I don't know. She's like, haven't been in open combat on the sea in a boat before. Only you know what that's like. And those of you who have sailed before. But I can throw fire pretty far, so fuck those ships. And I mean, I've seen what the rest of you can do, and I don't think the risk is too severe. So long as we stick to the plan, which is getting there as fast as we can. And since you were mostly in control of this boat, in terms of when I mean that, I mean like steering it, want to make sure that we stay on course for that and not steer away.
So the only risk we're potentially seeing is Ebon Empire on the open sea. Once we get there, there's nothing to worry about. Let's just go in, get the loot, and go.
Well, I mean, we'll have to go underwater, but I've got that covered.
Okay.
For at least 24 hours. Whatever
And this
lies in the deep, I'm not a deep sea diver. I don't know.
But
I can
do
only-
you know of any specifics that we're finding, or is it just treasures, like just a generalized treasure map? Like what makes this worth, potentially getting rid of the current biggest enemy of the people right now?
Well, I don't think we can get rid of the Empire without these things. And I don't know all the specifics, but I know one thing. There are weapons. There is armor. There are shields. There is gold.
There's experience.
There's experience. Roustabouts.
So you're right. I trust you.
And she says, good.
How do we get there?
And she kind of gives you a little peek of the map and shows
No,
you
I
the
want full
direction.
access to this map.
Oh yeah, I mean, she's
When
just
I
showing
when
it
I
to you.
see you guys looking at the map, I approach and I'm like, you guys can tell I'm a little drunk, and I'm like, we're out of brandy and we're out of cognac, but we're not out of questions, and I've got plenty of those.
I'll grab the whole map and I throw it on the table and open it up in front of everyone. Like this is a community ship. We don't keep secrets here.
That's why she's showing it to you. But at the same time, she grabs it back up and she says, look, we don't know who's watching. That bitch found us one time. She's bound to find us again. And so she's like, we need to cover this. And so she like pulls it out, like again, she pulls the map out and starts unrolling it. And she's like, peer closely so that it will be hard for anyone to see.
I take out.
She says,
my-
I've been scried on
Okay.
before. I don't plan on doing it again. Or having it happen again.
Fair enough.
So how do we know that we're not being scried on?
Shit, does anyone know how to do that?
Do we have detect magic?
She does.
Is that magic or there's
So does
a-
Bren. So you can look.
Truth
She
sight-
actually,
truth sight as well.
I don't know why I rolled. I don't have to roll anything. I'm pretty sure. In this case, you are not being scried on. There's no magic.
Okay.
secret.
I'm gonna take out my
Inside
crystal
check.
locket. Oh, that's a good idea.
Inside check on me?
Yeah.
Bren.
Whoa. Oh, on Bren. Oh, because he did the detect magic. Okay, I was like, on me? You're inside
Like,
checking
he's
me?
telling us the truth that he's not seeing anything.
Okay, go ahead. Roll inside check.
I rolled 17.
Oh, that's really good. Yeah, he didn't see anything.
Deacon
Okay.
gives him a nod. All right.
Okay.
So,
I take
Bren
out
shows-
my crystal locket here real quick,
Okay.
and I say, and I show Red, and I actually show Deacon as well. And I say, this crystal has a light on it, and it always points in one direction, no matter which way you turn it. And I show them. I spin it around on the table, and the light just continues and points one direction. And I say, this will let us navigate during the day. When it comes to where I got this, that I'm not sure of. All I know is that this could help, and I just want you to know that this is a tool that we could use if need be.
That could absolutely help. At least keep us on track.
Bren walks right up to it and picks it up. And he's like, "No way. Where did you get this? Where you said you don't know where you got this?"
I know that I've had it since I
I'm
can
gonna grab it out of his
remember.
hand.
Ah,
We'll have to roll.
you don't have to.
Okay, I take it back. Give it right back to Cam. Just immediately.
He says, "Where did you get that?"
I think it's time that I'm upfront with you guys. Deacon, I'm sure you've had your thoughts or ideas of where I've come from, and I know that you've been kind enough not to question me, and you've trusted me. Well, I ask all of you to trust me now. You all know that I'm always asking questions about what happened during the Great Sickness or what we've recently learned, possibly the invasion. I believe that I'm from the far realm and that I was sent here during that Great Sickness. The face that you see now isn't my face. This is the face of the first man I ever killed. I don't know much, but recently I've learned that this power was bestowed upon me, and I believe that I was supposed to be used as a weapon against Ravengard. The connection that I had, I believe, has been severed for good. And again, this is all grasping at straws. All I know is that 30 years ago, when I woke up, I had this. And it's been a big source of the power that I've been using. So I assume, Bren, that this is from wherever I'm from. And I actually hand it back to him so he can look at it.
He takes it and he looks at you and he says, "No. I remember seeing one of these as a kid. My guardian, my advisor, the elf who raised me, had it. I've never seen any other one like it. And I'm inclined to think this is the same one. And I wonder how you got it." And he like kind of make not really aggressive stance, but just kind of like, you know, he says, "Look."
Check yourself, humble.
Yeah, right. He says, "Look, wherever you're from, wherever you're from, or wherever you're from, and whatever you were sent to do is pure evil. And if you have any connection to that," and then he gives it back to you and says, "then..."
You should already have it. I
Say
still
what?
have his hand.
No, I know. He gave it back to him and then gave it back to him.
Cam gave it back to him.
Yeah, and he gives it back to Cam and he says, then he's like, I don't know. He's like, that is something that still scares me. The fact that you can handle whatever they did to you. My advisor talked about them. I remember he told me about the invasion. He said when we were, or he said when he, not we, because he was alive, when he was at the keep, the island keep, with the king, great heroes had descended upon it to defend it, and these aliens were attacking, destroying everything. I wouldn't want to be connected with any of that. So he's like, be careful what you do with your powers. I at least know mine come from nature. Yours are unnatural.
So Chameleon has proved himself time again as a friend and a warrior and someone we can trust. You're the one here that needs to prove that they're not evil, not Cam.
Tell me what I need to do, Captain.
And then I look at, oh fuck yeah, okay, right on. I was gonna never mind. I'll shut up.
You're just like, it's funny.
Tag along with us in this mission that we're going to go on. And if you prove your worth, prove your trustworthiness, there's no specific quiz or test that you'll be on or be taking on the way, but we'll be watching all work.
He looks over.
I think for now, I mean, you have not broken our trust yet, as far as we've known. So, keep it that way.
He looks over at Gaius, and he's kind of like, he says,
Told you.
We've not forgotten about your mission. Stop on the way that could help us.
Yeah, he just says, well, just think hunting for lost treasures seems silly when one sits right below the keep. the library is a treasure. There's magic items there and gold, I'm sure.
Okay, but why not both? We're pirates. We pillage and plunder. That's our thing. So
And
if we
says
become
that this will help
trustworthy,
us get
yeah.
that.
why only have one when we can have both? And we don't. I mean, it doesn't even necessarily mean that. I mean, I know you say that it's going to be pretty simple to get in. It seems pretty easy. Just fly in with some sails and we'll make it in. But from what we've seen so far, things don't play out that way ever. Nothing's ever easy. So if we have another leg up compared to where we are right now, I'll take it.
And like Captain said, you're the one with something to prove.
So these guys aren't
Prove you
going
can help us.
It's like, I'm looking for those who can fight against the Empire. Gold is great. I understand you're pirates, but the Empire exists for long enough. What good is your piracy going to do when they come crushing down upon you? How many crimes do you have in your name now? Too
Right.
many.
We're not just pirates.
whole life a criminal or being a criminal.
We're not
Numbers
just
don't matter
pirates.
at this point.
We're the Red Hand.
It's like we're happy to pull this boat over. You don't have to come along.
I will turn this ship around.
We're a crew here. We're a team.
He says he's like, I get it.
Like we can put it to a vote right now, the whole crew, because everyone should be down there together.
Deal. Stands up and he says, fine. All in favor of hunting for lost treasures?
First, then going somewhere else. It's order here.
I mean, who says I? Red raises her hand. Bishop raises his hand.
Deacon will raise
Yes.
his hand.
Oh, shit.
Treasure.
Overwhelming
I will
majority.
timidly raise mine.
Cute.
Enthusiastically raising mine.
We like treasure.
Friends
You
like,
join the pirates crew.
I can see
I'd
that.
rather die rich. If we're gonna die at all.
It's like, fair enough. And he kind of turns around and goes back to sitting down and just pulling out a book, starts reading.
Deacon will walk up to him still and sit next to him and say, "This fight is not over. We have a common enemy here as well. We also want to kill the Evan Empire. We're just gonna make a pit stop on the way."
He says, yeah, well, your friend Gaius was telling me not to be too hasty earlier. I guess makes sense.
Smart man.
You have a good crew
Read your
here.
cake. Read your book, huh?
He says you have a good crew here, and then you're like, "That's good. Read your book," and you hit him on the shoulder.
Walk away. Yep.
Reading his book. Cool. The night continues. Does anyone want to do anything else before the next day dawns?
I just want to ask Red about what she thinks about the invasion, because I know she's got a different perspective.
Deacon's just whittling.
So, Camarian, you see Red around, she's in the crowd. She's sitting down, enjoying a drink, probably some brandy, I'm assuming. She kind of sits back, legs crossed and relaxed, kind of half smile on her face as you approach. She says, "Wonderful, isn't it?
What's that?
Surrounded by a beating storm, rain, thunder, and lightning, and you hear in the background, just like ship swaying side to side. But inside, the feeling is different. You all look happy. Not used to seeing that on people's faces.
I mean, either. I think that when it comes to being happy, that has to do with the people you surround yourself with. And I think for some reason, this just works.
Amen to that. Cheers as you. Takes a drink. Is something on your mind, Cam?
Bishop told me that I should ask you about the invasion and your experience. And I know I just kind of, let's just say, laid it all out there. Are we cool?
She chuckles. She says, I was very young when that happened. I was only a little girl. We were cooped up inside. They told us to stay inside. That was the best thing to do because these things were falling from the sky. I remember all the other kids, like, being scared, and our caretaker told us that we'd be okay and that they had a plan. But things, it was months, it seems like. I think we were cooped up. I saw one of them, the little worms that crawl into people and controlled them. Nasty little buggers.
It's like in Star Trek 2.
But I also know it's possible to survive it. I saw that as well. So are we cool? Of course. I wouldn't have freed you from that jail cell if I didn't think you weren't cool. Says, I'm glad they're gone. I'm glad that you're still here. Whatever you were before or where you were from, well, while that probably matters a lot to you, look around. I think everyone else here loves you for who you are, crazy old man. So, if you want to know what I think about the invasion, I think it was a scary time. But I think it taught a lot of people that there's more than just what's on this hunk of rock we call Ravengard. And that there are things from beyond. I guess he was my uncle. Not really. But he loved the stars. He could navigate by the stars. And that cool thing you have that always points in whatever direction it is pointing, if we can use that and find our way, then get this treasure, get this loot, get this bread.
Make that paper.
Right? She's like,
Devil's Fortune, it's our ship name.
yeah, right? She said,
Whatever.
She says, it could do a lot of good. And when I say that, I mean good for us. She chuckles. But she's like, but the Empire does have to go down. And I think that Jolly Green Giant over there has a good idea.
Red, I think there's also something that you're not telling us.
I was racist too, so.
Bishop mentioned changing something, that if we could change anything. What are you not telling us? How can we change things?
With power. With money. With weapons. With our wills. She says, there's something that It's a fire, and it burns deep inside of me. I feel the need for revenge. For everything that the Empire's done to me, I guess. To my family, my friends. To the people who took care of me. And she looks over at Bishop. They have to pay. We're gonna make them pay. But
The Red Hand will make them pay.
cheers to you again. She says, actually, because you weren't there when she asked that of Gaius and Spine. You were with Bishop. So she says, did Bishop ask you that? She says, it's something that I've thought about for a long time. And I don't think it's possible. I know it's possible.
And we'll follow you. Get some rest. We should all get some rest and get moving. Cheers.
She cheers one last time, takes a drink, and she says, just make sure that Prince doesn't steer us astray. She's like, I don't mean this in the wrong way, but I freed you guys. Bane was a bad choice. But this guy just found his way onto our boat because he cut one Ebon Sentinel down.
My captain always says, we make our decisions together.
Well, I've made my decision on it. You know where I stand. She kind of nods away and retreats to her quarters. Bren's still over on the other side reading a book. Bishop kind of seeing the whole thing going down. And he walks over and to you, Cam, and he says, told you. For her, it's a different experience. Growing up with it as a kid. We were already adults when that happened. I think that when something like that steals the childhood away from a kid, their innocence, if you will, well, she's forced to grow up very quickly. But they wouldn't have entrusted me to take care of her to let her down now.
Well, Bishop, I can just say that you've done them right. You've honored them.
I hope so.
I know so.
The rest of the night continues. You all find some rest, some long rest, and you wake up to the storm mostly gone, just a light rain. Masts are all turned all the way around. Everything's fucked up. You look around and you see the sun, but you're not really quite sure which direction it came from. And you look out and you can't see coastline. You can't see anything. It's just open ocean.
I sprawl out the map that Red had, with the treasure on it. I'm sure Deacon's there. I'm sure others can be there. And I take my crystal locket out of my, I'm start calling it a crystal compass, out of my pocket, and I put it on the map. And I just put it in the direction.
I was about to say, does this point us in the direction of a place or a direction? Like
it's pointed. Almy, do you want us to say it points north? How do you want to?
You don't know if it points north. It just always points the same direction.
Yeah, so
like,
I
yeah. Is it like Jack Sparrow's compass where it's like it heads towards like something you want most, or like one of those type things, or is it like a
It's actually pointing towards something specific
due east?
or some
Due
place specific. Yeah, not necessarily north.
But we don't. Know
I
what's
would know in comparison to where we are, right? To where it would normally point. Like
If you've been
as a
looking at
traveler.
it, make an
30 years,
insight check and then also make a perception
Okay.
check, Deacon.
if like 30 years, him probably would be like, oh, I wonder what direction this points.
Yeah.
At some point.
Well, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
17 on the insight check.
19 of perception.
So you notice that it's pointing. It's not pointing north, based on where the sun is and where you think you were. Although you're not sure if you're turned around. It's not pointing. It's hard for you to know which way you're turned. But the insight check tells me that you've been keeping track of it the whole time. And so as far
Cam
as you
normally
can tell-
was pretty enamored by
Right,
it.
as far as you could tell, before the storm came in, it was pointing north. Now it looks
Okay.
like it's pointing a different direction, based on at least what you could remember. But it's hard for you to tell because it's not the sun.
Okay,
hasn't,
so I'll say based on what I can remember, I think this is north, and I point the map based on where the compass is pointing, so that north is like straight up.
Make ooh. Yikes. Okay. Everyone else looks at that and they're like, okay, pretty sure that's good. Everyone makes
I mean,
survival.
in a few hours we'll know whether or not we're wrong too, because the sun will start setting.
My perception
Exactly.
check. You told me your perception check, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Okay. Is that telling me? where it is?
16 on survival.
I'll tell you what the perception check's for. Okay,
19.
so more than half the party passes on survival, so you guys are all good in terms of like getting the rigging back up, putting the boat back together, kind of steering it, and getting all the sails aligned. Everyone puts in some work, and then Deacon, you spot kind of far off in the distance a little blip. Pretty sure it's a boat. It looks kind of weird. The sails are strung up a different way. It doesn't look like a traditional Empire boat from the distance you're at.
I'll let the crew know. See if there's something out there.
Everybody kind of gets up, takes a look. Red looks at it and she's like, "What do you think it is?"
Could be a
I mean, I
ship.
know it's a ship. She chuckles. She's like, "I can't see the color from this far away. What are the sails look bizarre? They look different."
That means they're probably not an Evan Sentinel or Evan Empire boat, because we've seen those before. Obviously, we're on one. Could be something else. Would I have known? I build ships from scratch. So I was curious, what?
It's a little far away, so you'll have to get closer.
Cool.
Can I hand him? Can I hand him my little monoscope? Maybe that gives
Shit,
him
do you have one of
advantage
those?
on a. Yeah, just that gives him advantage.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
Damn, where'd you get that piece of technology? Bren's also like, "What? That was my master's." No, anyway. Okay, so you give advantage on the perception check.
I think that's what it does.
All right, Austin, go ahead. Do it again.
I'll do it again.
Yeah, a new perception check as you get closer. Oh, that was almost a 20.
23 then.
Oh, really good. You get closer, it looks... Well, you've not seen a construction like it before. You see the sails, the colors on the sails are red, and they have a big hammer on them.
I tell Red, I said, it's got red sails with a hammer. Does that mean anything to you?
No, never heard or seen anything like that before.
Should we see what they're doing? Or see what they have on them?
She's like, "We are pirates after all." Kind of with one eyebrow goes up.
Yo ho. Let's do it.
Yo ho.
Correct.
So you get a little bit closer, and the boat starts to speed up, and the wind's actually working against you a little bit, so it slows you down. It gains speed and it gets closer.
That's why everyone knows where we're going that direction. There's a
All
ship
right.
there. So,
So-
it sounds like me and Red chilling.
Yeah, so everybody goes around telling everyone else about it. There's a ship on the horizon, and everyone get ready because we're about to see what they got. And the ship, it's coming. It gets closer, and as it gets into a little bit better view, it's kind of hard to see. But there's definitely were people like working the boat. You could see that there's there's a group of people working the boat. It's just hard to discern. They look kind of big. Boat gets closer, and it starts to like you're going by like this, and as it goes by, you just see the deck of this ship, and there's nobody on it, and then you
Shit
hear
again.
wrong side, and then like a bunch of footsteps run across to the other side of the boat, which is now facing you, and it's like a whole line of orcs and one Goliath. And one of the orcs has a parrot on his shoulder, and you hear, "Blast you, scallywags! Give us all your booty, or we will take your lives."
Oh, they're pirates too.
Oh, well, we
And
all know
then,
how this ends.
Now
Would you say anything back?
we bored.
Huh?
Did you say anything?
Oh,
Does anyone
okay.
say anything? Yeah, I'm saying
That's
we
our
fucking
line.
Go down.
We were literally going to say the same thing. That's so weird.
Yours are quick.
It's kind of
And
cool.
so you look at him, and Red's like, "What?" And you guys are kind of like, "That's what we're gonna do. We're saying that." And he's like, "Beat you to it." And you realize that none of the orcs are talking, not the Goliath, but there's a little parrot on the shoulder of one of the orcs, and the parrot is just flapping its wings and it's yapping, and it's up here, you fuckers. And then he his foot, the foot of the parrot, like hits the orc that he's standing on in the face, and then that orc draws a blade and it's like, shing.
I'm gonna capture that parrot. We gotta capture him at the end.
I think you're.
I
I think
casting
that
pretty
parrot
good.
might be a druid or something.
And they say, "Prepare to be boarded. We orcs are gonna take all your booty. Captain Killhammer's come."
Captain Killhammer?
He said he wants our
Hammer.
booties.
Killhamma.
Killhammer.
Name.
Killhammer.
Killhammer.
Cool
Captain
name.
Killhammer. And the parrot hits the orc in the shoulder, and then he pulls out a hammer in his other arm. So he's got
he
it.
goes
Like
full tiefling, and then hopes they can maybe recognize us.
he sees. Oh shit! Does he see? Let's see. You've been around a long time.
Yeah.
Nope, doesn't recognize you. And he's like,
Cool.
"Get him, boys!" And Red's like, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa! You said we orcs. That guy's a Goliath." He's like, "What?" And he looks over at the Goliath, and Goliath's like, looks back at him. The parrot's like, "You're not an orc." Goliath looks back. "No, I'm an orc." Parrot looks back at you. "Says he's an orc. Prepare to die." And then they run across, and they just start attacking. So everyone roll for initiative.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can I just throw in a javelin at the parrot just to see if I can hit it?
No! I want the parrot. Real captain, watch. Shit, initiative.
Roll initiative. Okay, Deacon.
10.
Fun. Gaius.
Big 8.
Geth.
9.
Marion.
16.
No spine. Jaeger.
11.
And Britzia.
Little 8.
All right, let's get you on screen here. Dun, 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 dun.
So the two roll with a +4.
Yeah, David goes
initiative.
first.
Rolled almost hideous. Yeah. Usually we go first, but no.
So it's like a whole line of orcs here on one side, and they're swinging over and boarding you, and then they have a Goliath with them, and then one of the orcs has a pirate. Or a
Is there a
parrot.
map,
Let's
or
see,
are we
we can
just?
rape.
No, the map will be up in just a minute. I'm
Okay.
putting the people on there.
Take your time.
Uno momento. Well, it'll be here in a moment. This
Neither of
battle
our
is
ships have
sponsored-
cannons, right? Those don't really exist yet.
Yeah, no cannons.
Just the what are they called?
The
Ballistas.
ballistas.
Ballistas. That's it. I was gonna say harpoons. That's not right either. Ballistas.
Ballistas shoot harpoons.
Oop, that's weird. Oh, that's going to be very strange. Okay, to map. There we go. All right,
It's
bringing
almost
on
a
screen.
direct rip from the real one.
I know, it basically is. All right, can everyone see?
Yep.
Mhm.
There's a lot of these guys.
Yeah, so I think there's like 10.
Ghost ship.
I know, I just used the same one from the mimic ship. So wherever ye would all be,
I'm fine
you can
with
place
that.
yourselves on your boat. Okay. Bran actually goes first because he has the highest initiative. Wow. Okay. So Bran sees these orcs and he's like, was it the parrot talking? It's like, we don't have time for this, and he starts running towards their boat, and he's gonna dash to get to here. One of the orcs here then jumps in. Is this working? Let me see. Let me make sure I have the
Yeah, the
view.
stream looks good.
There we go. Cool. Just making sure. Just wanted to make sure all the characters kind of fit on the screen. There we go. It's kind of hard to do all of it at one time. So Bran runs over. The orcs. One of the orcs jumps across to attack him. And let's roll for their attacks. And he misses. He comes across with the great axe, and it digs into the deck of the Devil's Fortune. Another orc comes running across, or jumping across. Goes for Britzia. He says, "Happy birthday!" No, that's weird. How would he know?
That's fine. Hey, I
There's
take
a
it.
birthday crown. Birthday crown on.
Yeah, right. She
I
still has
probably
it.
still have like a
Happy
shirt that
birthday!
says,
What is your AC?
my 14.
Okay, that is a hit on the nose. Okay, 1, 2, go. Okay, that's 8 damage to you, Britzia, as he comes across with a great axe into your. It just hits you and knocks you backwards a little bit, but you get to your feet, and the orc's staring down at you. Camarion, it's your turn.
Cool. I'm gonna put Hexblade's Curse on the parrot.
shit!
So
he's a warlock.
I'm going to do that first.
Wait, on the parrot? You can't do it on
the parrot. Why
No.
not?
He's not an attack. He's on the orc, so it's part of that orc.
Okay, then let's do it. Let's do it on. Let's do it on the.
Actually,
on the
fuck it. You can attack the parrot. Forgive me. You can totally attack the
Okay.
parrot.
I want to fuck up the parrot. Or you know what? I mean, let's do the what's the big dude? The Goliath. Let's do the Goliath instead. That's probably the bigger, badder dude, right?
This is the Goliath right here.
Let's put it on the bigger, badder dude. If that's going to be the Goliath, which I think it might be.
I mean, he thinks he's an orc, but he's a Goliath. He identifies as being an orc.
It's
Hey,
like,
man.
was it in
You do
Fallout? There was
Yeah,
some
let's
YouTube-
do the Goliath. I'm gonna Hexblade's Curse the Goliath. That's perfect. Okay. And then I'm gonna Eldritch Blast him because
Oh my god!
that's what I can do now. I gotta use it.
He's a warlock now too. He's a sorklock.
A Sorlock.
Sorlock.
I'm in the background watching this, and I'm like, yes.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
Oh
That's a
man!
hit. So you hit the parrot?
Oof. No, I was doing the Goliath.
Oh, the Goliath. That's right. That's right. Okay. So
10 doesn't hit,
against
right?
the Goliath. Sorry, give me a second. AC. So the first one hits, the second one misses. So 8 force
All right, so
damage.
8 force damage. Yeah.
So you.
Oh, sorry. No, it's going to be 11 force damage
Oh, right.
because of Hexblade's Curse.
So how much more is the
Plus 3.
11?
Plus 3 damage.
All right, got it. Anything else, or is that finish your go?
That finishes my go.
Okay, so another one jumps over. Attacked with advantage on Britzia for another 8 damage from this orc here. Finally, this orc runs over. Let's 5 to...
Do we even have any treasure? Besides what's on our persons? Like what's on us?
Everything.
Not
Yeah, anything
really.
on your boat, the food.
Your other and obviously like booty, like
What party money do we have on the boat? Any?
Whatever
like
personal
28
money you
gold.
have.
Yeah, we don't have like a
Jaeger,
party fund.
Jaeger, it's your turn.
I'm going to cast Mirror Image, so I will have some distractions from other people hitting me, and that'll be my turn.
Okay. Another orc runs across. Dashing. Okay. Actually, not dashing. Sorry, aggressive. Chameleon, this orc rushes you, and he goes to attack.
I'm
And you roll
gonna use shield. I think.
I rolled a 2. You don't need shield.
Oh, okay.
Deacon, it's your turn.
Cool. I'm gonna move up to this guy here that's coming close to us. We just get to this stair and jump off and swing
Superman
down.
punch.
Yeah. Swing down with my axe first. Didn't mean to advantage. 13.
13 is a hit.
Hell yeah. That's 5 damage, the worst I can. 5 damage just on the first strike. And then I'm gonna do it again with my extra attack. But this time I'm gonna do stunning strikes. I'm gonna swing at him with my flat side of my axe and just upright across his head. What just happened?
Oh, there.
Did someone
Rivengarde- or
disconnect?
No, Rhythm Bot crashed.
Oh, right. Rhythm bot. Yeah.
Oh, we just need Rhythm Bot to join. Oh, it didn't mess up the cameras. Yay!
This is at the end.
That makes me happy. Yeah, it needs to join back in there. Come on, Rhythm Bot. We love you.
The music was just getting good.
I added it back in. I pressed play, so we'll see. Anyway. But yeah, flat side him.
Okay.
24.
Definitely a
So he
hit.
has to make a Constitution saving throw.
What's the deal? Oof, I rolled another 2. Not rolling that dice again.
Yeah, so he is now stunned.
Stunning strike. Very good.
I threw it in chat. So yeah, he interfere with the flow of ki in an opponent's body. When you hit another creature with a melee weapon attack, you can spend 1 ki point to attempt a stunning strike. So basically, it goes until the end of my next turn. He's stunned, and he is incapacitated, so he can't take actions or reactions, can't move, and can speak only falteringly. The creature automatically fails strength and dex saving throws, and then attack rolls against the creature have advantage.
Okay.
Yeah, so then that's 1 ki point. And then I can use my... Wait, that is a bonus action. No.
So
Cool.
that's-
So yeah, then I'm gonna use my bonus action to just swing, actually he's stunned, so probably just a stomp on him, maybe stomp on his face if he fell down. If not, I just kick him in the leg.
Go for it.
That was with advantage. So 26.
Yep.
So this guy's just knocked out, and I just like bam, just like kick him in the face with 5 damage. So it's been a total of 16 damage
Nice. Good
on
job.
this turn. And then that is it, actually. End of my turn.
Wait. Did I miss one of these? Oh, yeah, I missed one. You're right, 16. Okay. How do you want to do this?
Oh yeah, so I would say yeah, he gets knocked out with that broadside, and just as I go down to kick him in the face, it just I push real hard and basically crushes his skull and just like
Oh damn!
with my like,
Savage.
and I have like monk shoes on, where like the straps was just like a flat bottom, so it's like almost a straight foot just through his head.
Yeah. No, you just straight murked that guy. Okay, cool. Does that finish your go?
That's it, my turn. Oh yeah.
You could still move, I suppose, if you wanted.
Yeah, I have extra movement from here, but I think actually I see Britzia getting fucked up, so he would probably move a little further. So let's see, 5, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 movement. So I would get there.
Okay. That finish your go?
Yep.
All right, this one, another orc runs across, jumps onto the boat and goes to attack Geth. Welcome back. Geth, you are hit for...
All right, I did have mage armor on. Take that into account.
Yeah. You get hit for 5 damage. Not very much. Rolled really poor. And now it's your turn.
Okay. Let me just add this damage in here. All right. Okay. What happened?
No.
Did
I
something wrong?
accidentally put a spell in the chat. I said sorry.
Okay. Well, at this point, seeing as I'm getting attacked, would love to also cast Mirror Image, but I'm feeling a little aggravated. Deep down, I'm a little sorrowful. In my disappearance from the group, I was actually visiting my parents' grave in Silvermoon. So I was, feeling a lot of sorrowful thoughts about all of the wrongful deeds that they had done to me because I was abandoned by my family. I was the oldest, and they needed to basically have one less mouth to feed, and so they kicked me out onto the streets. And so I was raised by a wizard who eventually became my master, but I eventually found out that my parents died. Yeah, now he's a worm, and I keep him in a vial on me. So I was visiting my parents' grave, and I was just feeling a lot of evil thoughts about raising them from the dead and just treating them horribly. And so now I'm back with you guys, and so I take that all out on this guy that is right here in front of me.
Rage. He's gonna rage like a barbarian.
And I'm gonna hit him with chromatic orb, a lightning chromatic orb.
Wait, but you don't want to do that because you're at disadvantage. But that's a hit, so hopefully don't roll worse than a 7. Roll again.
Roll again?
Yeah, because it's at disadvantage.
Melee
combat range to use a ranged spell.
It's okay.
Roll again.
I'm feeling dangerous
roll one
tonight.
more. Just roll better than a 7.
I'm working on it.
Yes. Still gets the hit with disadvantage. Well done, sir. All right. Go ahead and roll damage.
All right. And we're casting it at... What is it? Do I have level 3? No, just level 2. We're casting it at level 2.
You said lightning, right?
Yeah, I did.
Not a bad roll.
That's a lot of dice for level 2.
17 and... Is it?
I think it's
it's too many. It's way too many dice for level 2.
I think the top number is the 4 dice. The bottom number is the 3 dice.
Yeah, it should only be 3d8.
Yeah,
and then
4 d8 on the top.
3d8.
Yeah, so it's just a 17 then.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, I wonder what's going on with that.
Yeah, normally you were supposed to add them, but I guess it has them broken up into 2 different divisions of it.
Oh, I think I know why. I got it. It's
What
but
is it?
you have it set for whatever reason. You have it set to roll 4d8 at a higher cast. It's one additional d. It's asking how many extras. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the 17 and I'm going to take the first roll from the 18, which was a 5. So 17 plus 5. Whatever that
Sounds
is.
fair.
Are you sure? Okay, I mean, I'll accept that. 17
you've already
plus
rolled it.
5 would be 22.
Right, because it's
Yeah, it goes from
4d8 plus
3 to
1d8,
4
right?
is the one, yeah.
Is that right or is that wrong?
Well, let's look up.
Well,
the-
there's still
the-
4 numbers in the top roll.
How sorry, no, for add a second level spell for this, how many d8 is it supposed to be?
Should be 4.
It should just be 4? Oh, so then the top roll is 4. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, yeah.
I
The
was
top
confused.
roll
I
is
thought you
accurate.
had one extra.
Yeah,
You're
that's-
good. 17?
Yeah, 17.
You electrify this orc and he fries into an ash in front of you. He's
Oh, yeah.
dead.
Oh, yeah, and then I just pick up some of it, the ash, and I stuff it in one of the 100 pockets in my vest.
Nice. Ash of an orc pirate.
Rad.
Okay. That finishes your go, or do you want to move?
From there, I'll move back towards Gaius, and
That
I'll
was actually pretty tight. Fucking with disadvantage,
Just got
essentially
tased.
melee, like. Yeah,
Uh,
he just.
and I'll just kind of like put my hand on his shoulder and like look at him and like nod my head. Yeah.
Not bad.
Jaeger, you look over as in nodding in approval of Kamarian's Eldritch Blast, and you realize an orc is barreling right towards you. And rolls a natural 1. He slips on the deck, which is wet, and eats shit right next to you. Boom, there is an orc laying prone right next to you. Britzia, it's your turn. Gaius, you're on deck.
Finally. Okay. All right. I am gonna turn to face this one that's kind of between me and Bren here, and I'm gonna try to hit him with my straight razor.
It's a hit.
Perfect. All right, so 8 damage on that one. Do a arm strike.
It's a hit.
Excellent.
Hold on. 8 and 9. To which one? The one, this one here?
To the one between me and Bren.
Okay, how do you want to do this?
Oh, I point my hand into a point. And I just reach in and I give him an impromptu tracheotomy, and I look at his trachea in my hand as he falls to the ground, and I say, "Nope, no beanie beings in here." And I unceremoniously throw his trachea overboard, and I look at Bryn and I say, "It's your turn."
No, it's Gaius' turn.
Yeah, well,
But
Oh, sorry, Gaius.
the other guy with the greatsword.
yeah, other big tough guy.
All right. If that's your move, Britzia, then yep.
I think that's gonna be all for now. I do turn to Geth and I say, "Geth, did I overhear you thinking out loud that you might want to dig up your parents in their grave?
You definitely heard that.
Can I help?"
As long as there's no horse glue involved.
There can't be.
You're just thinking it.
Glue the bones back together,
She
man.
said
That was
they're gonna
funny.
go on fighting.
I'm into it.
All right.
All right.
Well,
All
you're,
right.
You're up, guys.
seeing as these guys are dropping like flies, we're gonna take to the fight to them so they can stop taking the fight to us. Let's see, how far can I go? Perfect. With my brand new 40 feet of movement, I would like to make a run and jump over to get into this other gentleman who seems to also own a great sword. And I would like to take a raging reckless attack at him, please.
Reckless attack.
A rage that isn't
Yeah.
really a rage, but a rage nonetheless. Let's test his AC because he seemed different. Does a 23 hit?
Certainly does.
Will be a good 60. Wow, that's a yes, please. Yeah, 16 damage, please.
Yeah.
Weave right into
Ouch. So you
his
come across-
side.
Boom! Just land, and just like he like catches the blow on the sword, but and like it's pushed back
Right
down
into
and
it.
like gets back
Ironic
to his
collarbone. Is he still standing?
feet. Ironic collarbone. Yeah, he is.
Mm.
All right. Well, I would like to take a second attack at him, please.
You do it.
Yeah.
55.
We'll test his AC a little further because he seems beefy but easy to hit. Great weapon, master. Please finish off the damage. 15 hit?
Yep.
Ooh, this is gonna hurt. But low rolls. 17 damage.
Damn. So you come over and just rush across him, and
Come
same
back
thing. Just you
again
split
from
open the
side.
wound. Yeah, but he like puts his sword into the deck, and he's still standing.
Oh, I like you,
with the wrong orc.
buddy. Okay. That's my turn.
I hate to break it to you.
Yeah, I'm
You're
not
not
even
an
gonna
orc.
bother. I thought I'm stupid. This guy's really stupid.
The orc over here with the parrot on his shoulder say, "Oi, get off me boat!"
Get off my
He
boat!
comes over.
Get off
Your
me,
boat's
boat.
mine now.
This is mine. What are you talking about?
This ain't your
No.
boat, it's my boat.
This boat's mine.
This boat's our boat now.
All right.
Look at me.
attacks with
I am the captain now.
Oh jeez. Get better. Oh, natural 20. I rolled a 19 and a 20, but goddamn, natural 20.
Good thing I'm raging.
Yeah, good thing. Raging. Let's see. Where's my other? Need another dice of this size. There we go. 22, 26 points of damage.
So down to 13. Cool.
And then he roars out. In this case, it's a parrot roar, and it sounds like a chicken. And 30 feet. Okay, and a bunch of his buddies look real, I don't know, emboldened by his war cry. The Goliath goes to swing at you, Gaius. Also, who has advantage. 18. Ten damage, Gaius. So down to 5.
Mm-hmm.
And now it is Red's turn. Red's gonna cast Fly and land over. Let's see, how far can she go?
60 feet.
Perfect.
Oh, what's up, girl?
Red lands down behind him, and she's gonna try to grab the parrot.
She wants that parrot.
Oh my god!
She
I
get
need
it?
to reroll. Hilarious. No, it doesn't look like it. Nope. She tries to grab it, and it's like, and it starts flapping around. The orc that it's on like turns around and tries to hit her, and she like ducks out of the way. She tries to grab it again, and she just misses, like tail right out. And he's like, "That's right, you'll never get me. Captain Killhammer will live forever." And then he lands back on that orc's shoulder and hits him in the side of the head, and that orc turns around and picks up his sword. It's Bren's turn. Bren is fed up with getting surrounded, so he's going to... fuck that, he's just going to magic missile No, we're gonna do his 2 attacks. All right.
Albie, I'm just remembering this now. I didn't do
Wow.
the right attack last time. The attack on the Goliath should have 2 more damage on it.
Okay, good to
I
know.
forgot to add the rage damage on that one.
Bren whiffs. He's going to action surge and attack again, and he gets a hit this time. Okay. Damn. Rolling bad today. Okay. The orc that he's fighting is attacking back. Gets a hit. Oops, wrong dice. Shit. Bren gets hit for 15 damage. Okay. Camarion, it's your turn.
Muted.
Muted.
Jackson,
He's muted.
You silenced yourself, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually try to help out Britzia. It looks like she could use some help. I think Jaeger's got this handled. So, like, Jaeger looks at me in approval. I look at him as, hey, you got this, right? And I'm actually gonna move right up to Britzia.
You have an attack of opportunity from this orc.
I'm gonna shield if it hits. So my AC would be 20.
20.
20. With shield.
I rolled a 17, and their bonus brings that to 20.
Okay, so that hits.
Actually, sorry, it brings it to more than 20. It's +5. Okay, very good. So he still hits. And it's for a whopping 6 damage.
Okay. I am going to quicken a purple flame blade, as I've renamed it. So I take out my my new sword here, and as it comes out, you guys see that this black sword is covered in purple flame, and I make an attack.
Yep. Oh.
Natural 1.
Yikes. You have advantage, though, because you know you have an ally with
Oh,
him,
that's
but-
good. That's good. So let's try that one more time.
It's almost a 20.
Cool. 24
hit.
hits. So it's going to be, let's see, 8 plus 2 fire damage to this one. And then I'll roll 2 more here. And then 10 fire damage to this one.
Nice. So as you do that, the fire leaps from the orc you're attacking onto the other one, and it burns the other one alive in front of Bren.
Awesome. And as I said, that was quickened, so I also throw a chromatic orb. Can I twin something as well?
Wait,
I can.
because Green Flame is cantrip. That's right. Okay.
Yeah. So I can twin something as well. I just can't quicken and twin something, right?
Well, yeah, it's however many sorcery points you have. So yeah.
Okay, cool. Right on. Let's do that too then. Let's chromatic orb the Titan and the dude with the parrot.
The Goliath and the guy with the parrot. Okay.
Yeah, the Goliath. I don't know why I called him a Titan. All right, so Goliath first because I have my Hexblade's Curse on him. So
The hit.
21.
Yep.
16 damage. Let's call it lightning.
Zaps him with lightning, but he still stands.
Wait, chunky. Hex damage?
Oh yeah, or no, it's just plus 3, so 19 damage.
Looking real rough.
Cool, that's fine. That's fine. And then let's do, like I said, twin, so a chromatic orb against the other orc too. Was a 14 hit?
No, that is a miss.
Do I have advantage on that roll? I would, right?
Yep.
Okay.
That's a hit. Oh wait, sorry. Nope. Sorry.
No worries.
Not-
That's fine.
I was wrong.
That's my turn.
Okay. This one's turn. That's right. in front of you that's hurting real bad from you hitting him. He's going to attack back with a natural 2. And moving on to Jaeger's turn.
Alright. I'm going to put Hex in this. You can hear me, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hexing this guy and then casting Eldritch Blast.
I think I forgot to give an Orc a turn. That's a natural 20.
There we go. See? I
Can we
did
Can
that.
we get a critical hit, baby?
Critical hit.
And the Hex. Which is what, D6? Yeah.
Yep.
Which just doubled.
That's a 2. Great.
But you double all the dice, right?
Yeah.
So just roll one more d6. So.
Oh, okay. It just doesn't go from 1 to 2.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
there you
Well
go.
done. Well done. Okay, so what's the total damage that you just did, and then remind me who it was to again?
17 total damage to this guy right next to me.
Oh, if you're that's disadvantage because he's in melee, and he's prone. You would want to attack this one.
That's what I meant. I meant this guy.
Yeah,
I totally
was
missed
like,
that.
you'd probably want to attack the other one. Okay, so that's him. And so, how much damage again total? Remind me. Sorry.
17.
Okay, kapow! You fucking Eldritch blast him off the boat. He is straight up dead.
Boom.
Nice.
And does that finish your go?
Yes.
Then it is Deacon's
That is-
turn.
Cool. Yeah, Deacon would continue running over here. It's like 15 feet. Over to this guy. Take a swing with his axe. So 24
Yeah, that's a hit.
with for 7 damage. Just goes straight for his neck as he's running up.
How does he die?
Yeah, he just was aiming directly at his neck, so I guess he just chops in. Probably doesn't decapitate him, but gets like enough to show almost to his spine, just kind of
Murdering. My goodness.
and throws him down off with his axe.
Ruthless.
Yeah, and then continues his movement. So it's like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Over to the Goliath here. And this time he's going to use his extra attack and attack with his stunning strike. It's a weapon attack, by the way. It's his axe. It has to be for stunning strike, so yeah.
Just hit him with the
Yeah.
butt.
It does 7 damage. Oh, yeah, just
Is it
butt in.
lethal or non-lethal?
It's a stunning strike, so I guess we should be knocking him out, so I guess we non-lethal. No, the lethal. No, he'd kill him.
Okay, he's dead.
Crack.
Done.
Sweet. I wasted another stunning strike because I killed both of them right away.
You get him back.
You're too strong.
Cool. So yeah, he continues
okay.
over to this guy because now he can make an unarmed strike with his
Amazing.
bonus action. Actually, he can do. He hasn't used a bonus action yet, so he's going to use another key point to do. He's going to do Fuck, I'm sorry. Where's
Flurry?
that? Yeah, flurry blows.
Flurry
Fuck.
blow.
Yeah. So first unarmed strike. 25.
Yep.
And then
Mm-hmm.
he's gonna make him knock him prone, or try to knock him prone. So that was with a kick to the legs. So it does his 6 damage. But then he has to make a, what kind of save was it? Because with way of the open hand, it is a dex save.
He fails, falls to the ground.
Cool. So he's knocked prone now. Since I use flurry of blows, I can do it one more time. Cool. God, worst fucking rolls for my damage tonight. It's been 1 or 2s all night. Anyway, a 5. And then with that one, he can't take reactions.
Okay. So he's blasted onto the ground. This poor orc. This orc over here that was went for Jaeger, is now getting up and going to attack. Jaeger, he hits you for a grand total of 11 damage. Oh, you have mirror image up, so you roll to see if it hits one of those, or no, it just takes one away.
You rolled a hit. I
Right?
think Eric rolls it or something.
Yeah, I hit the spell there. Mirror image.
There you go. Yeah, roll d20. And it needs to be 6 or higher to change the attack to the duplicate, and that was a 6. So it hits one of your illusory duplicates. So keep note of that. You have 2 now instead of 1. Okay. Geth, it's turn.
All right. Well, I see Jaeger being attacked over here, and I decide to shoot a ray of sickness at this thing.
Oh yeah.
So if I can get to my spell sheet, I will shoot the ray of sickness.
That's a hit.
All
I don't know if
right.
this does it work? Oh, weird. Oh, that was Zach.
Sorry, I forgot I was concentrating on Hex. I've got to roll my save.
You're good. Ray of Sickness. You have to do damage for that. So click.
I'm trying to click it. My
Here, I got it.
it's not coming up for whatever reason.
DC 14 and does 10 poison.
Why? is
Rolls a
that
1.
So weird.
Yikes. 10 poison damage. And I think he's poison?
Yeah,
Let's
he
show
is
this.
poison.
Also poisoned. Okay, good to know. This guy's fucked. Anything else on your turn?
No, that's gonna be it. Here, I'll drop
Okay.
one
think I
of
put
those
it in
in
there.
there.
It's alright. I jumped it in there.
Yeah, I don't. Sorry.
All
Misclick.
attacks.
Misclick.
Where's this?
Maybe.
Fritzia, it's your turn. Oh, sorry. This orc's turn. Jesus. This one comes up behind you. Deacon. Goes to attack. 18. Natural 18. And it does 12 damage with the great axe into your back. Just. Britzia, it's your turn.
Okay. Wow, everybody's dead. Thank you all for coming to rescue me. Very much appreciate. Wow, everybody looks like they're doing pretty good. I'm gonna move over here. I'm gonna straight razor this bad boy.
With
If I
advantage.
can. Oh, with advantage.
It's a hit.
All right. So 9 damage from the razor. I hit him with an unarmed strike.
He's dead from the razor.
I'm hitting him with an unarmed strike. I get him 6 more. Oh yeah, I really get in there. I really suture the wounds, and then I'm suturing the wounds that are already there. He's dead. Cool.
You like beat him up, you cut him open, suture the wounds, and then cut him open again.
Yeah. And then I'm going to Hand of Healing myself for just a little bit of healing here. Cool. That's it.
All right. This music got real intense real quick. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, it must be coming close to the end.
Hand of healing yourself. Okay, very good. That's after you, Gaius. It's your turn.
Oh boy, it's definitely coming close to the end. So this guy is stunned and prone in front of me, right?
Yeah. The bird leaped off of his
Okay.
shoulder and is like flying like above you guys. And he's like, no, not me, men.
I don't care about the bird. Just gonna take a big swing down on top of him. We clearly don't need any information because whoever
No,
does.
that's my favorite one.
Yeah, well, sorry about this, bud. This is gonna hurt you a lot more than it's gonna hurt me. Ooh, but I miss. I'm assuming 11 misses.
You missed.
All right, well, let's not
That's
go for
right.
a great
He
weapon
sucked
monster.
with the great sword.
Come again?
There you go. 22. He sees it. He goes, oh no, I take it back.
15 damage.
Yikes.
See,
All right,
see,
you
he's
just
still
lay
breathing.
into him. Oh yeah, totally.
Wait, he is still breathing?
Mm-hmm.
Oh damn, this is a tough work. Well, Dems was my 2 attacks. I'll just move over on this side of him.
Right. And it's that orc's turn, which can't do anything basically. The parrot looks down at you and he says, all right, you look over there. And he like tries to point with his feather. Gaius, Deacon, and Red make perception checks. Also, I'm gonna have you make.
I don't look away from him. I just keep watching him to make sure he doesn't run away.
Okay. And Red does the same. She goes, "Oh no, I'm not falling for it." And Deacon, you look over, and where he's pointing, you see that there's other ships on the horizon. And he says, "You're in a load of trouble now, you fuckers. Good luck dealing with the Empire." And he like tries to fly away, and then Red goes to grab him. Oh shit, she gets him.
Yeah.
She grabs him. She's like, "Where are you going, little guy?" And he's like, "What?" Ah! And
We're going,
she
they're
grabs
going
the
too.
she grabs a pair, and she's like holding. It's like trying to flatten. She's just like fucking holding this
Put
thing
it in a
down.
bag.
And that's her turn. It's Bren's turn. He goes, "What are you doing over there with parrots? There's orcs over here." And then he turns around and realizes they're all dead. He's like, "Oh, well, never mind." And he's just kind of like hops over and takes this orc out.
Check, please.
It's a natural 20.
Says check, please.
Check,
Oh, yeah.
please. He absolutely obliterates that orc. Cuts him in half. As this one, like, it came down on Deacon on your back, right? And he's cutting into you, and then Bren comes out of nowhere and just cuts that fucking orc down in half. Gives you a nod as he does so. Camarian, it's your turn.
Well, I'm gonna step over here across from the Goliath there, and I'm gonna use a bonus action to move my hand to him, and then I'm gonna send some Eldritch Blast at him. Ooh, 14 misses, right? But I do have advantage, right?
He's prone.
Still a miss. Oh, he's prone, so I have disadvantage. Oh, and that if I knew he was prone, do you mind if I do something else? I had no idea he was prone.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. I'm actually gonna step across, still move my bonus action to him, but I'm gonna use my my sword on him.
Nice.
I'm gonna use purple flame blade.
Hex flame blade.
Oh, I love that. That's awesome. Okay, sorry, let's take some more here. Here we go.
That's a critical hit. We get another one.
Oh, damn.
That's a lot of ones, though.
A lot of ones.
Bad roll, but still. How much damage?
That would be 15 damage. 2 of it fire.
All
Oh, plus 3 necrotic.
So the parrot's like flapping around in Red's hands, and he's like, "Okay, we give up already. You've already killed all me orcs. Clearly, we bit off a little bit more than we could chew."
Yeah, we were just driving by.
We just want to see what's up. You got any stuff we can take?
Well, it's like, "Oh, I'm sure there's lots of good stuff in there. None of it I can use. But if you find any crackers, you better hand them over."
All right, show us where the booty is, and we'll get out of here as quick as we can. So then you're
We'll
also
keep you
not taken
alive.
by the Empire.
It's like, "Blast. I was really hoping that..." He's like, "Well, there's no time for this. Quick!" And then he like kind of goes, and he like tries to. Oh, I guess he can't fly. Red's like, "You're
No,
not going anywhere." She's
just
holding on.
Point in the
And-
direction.
So he like leads you below deck. I need everyone to roll D100.
Hell yeah.
That's not right. Oh, I see what I did wrong.
Whoa.
Fucking
Ooh.
rolled a
Over
100.
100? Does
That's a
that
little
do something?
crit. That's
Oh,
a crit
damn,
right
wow.
there.
What does that mean?
That's I mean, it doesn't mean anything. I think it's just he gets the 100th item.
That has to be some kind of cool item, though.
I mean, I didn't make the list to look like
Oh,
that.
I know,
so
but the
no.
people who
you know,
did had
it
to
is an
figure
item.
like 1 and 100 have to be cool items. Come on,
I don't know.
that's just how
Who
it
knows?
goes.
All right. So
I just feel like that's never happened before. I don't think we've never critted a D100.
nobody ever rolls 100 on it.
It even shows as
Also,
green.
looking at these, only one roll would have passed the divine intervention to show you how little, how like very infrequent divine
Yeah.
intervention works. Get to roll below your level, and there's only one of those that would have worked.
It's
It
like
could
in
have
real
worked.
life.
It's true.
All right. So
One
Gaius,
roll.
Your prayers do so much in the
Gaius,
real world.
Gaius, you find a vial of antitoxin.
Interesting. Okay.
Uh,
And a
Jaeger,
vial
you
of toxins.
I'm pretty sure Cihan already has one of those. So I'm keeping this in case the rogue puts something in my food.
For real.
It's like an EpiPen. Just
Jaeger, you find traveler's clothes, which are good.
Yeah, for a specific
Traveler.
climate.
Yeah. In this case, it's for a warm climate, temperate climate. So it's just give you advantage on any survival check involving weather in this climate. So like rainstorms, stuff like that. What else do we got? Deacon 46. Deacon, you find a large barrel of. It's not a huge barrel; it's a smaller barrel. It's kind of like a mini keg, I guess. Actually, it looks like they got some booze. So you find some booze.
I give it
I'll
to
trade
Cam.
you. I don't know what I have yet, but I'll trade you. Okay, cool.
So you keep buying me booze. Here's some in
Yep,
return.
you find a spell book.
ooh, that's huge.
It's
I,
only got a
I
few things in it.
my ears perk up and I say spell
It's
book.
mostly empty. Yeah, it's mostly empty, but you do find.
Who-
a spell
who
book. We'll go
finds
over
spell
what
book? I
Yeah.
find it, or
The wizard.
Geth.
oh, Geth finds it. Right on. Very cool.
What spells?
Britzia, you find. Oh, interesting. I think this will be fine. You have a
A sea hag. Quilted maple sea hag.
It's not a quilted maple
Polish.
seed.
Quilted maple sea hag.
So you're saying that, and the parrot starts. He's like, "What? What do you say? What did you say? Did you say sea hag?"
No, not the real sea hag. It's a cool toy. Well, it's not a toy. It's a collector's item. But yes, I said sea hag. Why do you have any beanie beings in your
Says,
your
no, I
leathers?
just, no, I was cursed by a sea hag a long time ago. It's why I'm a parrot.
Oh,
I
that's
used to be an orc, but, and a good one.
okay.
But-
Okay, all right, that's great. So you don't have any sea hags. Got it. All right.
But the sea hag
Fucking
might.
old. This fucking parrot talks shit.
You find, wait, what did you roll again? It was I see the one roll. Okay, there it is, 36.
Oh, that's right. What did I actually get? What was the real thing?
You get...
A first edition Sea Hag Beanie Bean.
First
Holographic.
edition sea
First
hag beanie baby.
dish.
No, you get it. You find a, damn, why is this not on this? Okay, this is strange.
First dish, mint condish.
Charizard.
I think you
Charizard,
actually
you
find something a
cool.
little less good. Actually, you get a healer's kit, oddly enough. There we go. What's a
Okay.
healer's kit?
Cool.
Another healer's kit. Is
I
that
will
everybody
throw it in
though?
the pile.
1, 2, 3, 4,
I guess
5. I
Cam.
feel like that's not everybody.
Yeah,
Exact-
76, I think. It said
Oh, you rolled it way back
70,
there.
72? 72.
Crazy. It's a portable ram.
Just like a.
like
Yeah.
a battering ram.
How is that portable? It sounds incredibly heavy.
It's a small one. You know, it's meant for like one person. It's like cast iron.
It's a battering ram mini.
And you guys all get each. You each get 25 gold.
Like the kind that the constable uses when he does his no-knock shit.
And you have each.
Did 25,
sorry.
sorry.
Gold. And you also find. Oops, that's the wrong dice. Shit. All right, you find one health potion, a normal healing potion.
A
Either
singular one?
Each
Give
of
it-
us?
No, a single one, just one.
Give it to Cam or
I
Gav.
rolled really.
No, I've got plenty.
And give it to Gav.
Give it to Gav.
All right, I'll take it.
Keep the wizard alive.
My stuff. And so
As we're
he.
walking out. Yeah.
he-
As we're walking out, like up aboard, I would say, like, all right, before we leave, everyone drop the sails in this and get it rolling the other direction from where we're going.
Good idea.
You point out
So,
that there's
because,
other
like,
ships.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I point out there's other ships, obviously. Just say, hey, we
But
need to cause a distraction. Drop sail before we get out of here, and we'll leap back to our ship.
Yeah, so we set their boat going the other direction.
Right. And you
Distraction.
leave all. You throw all the dead bodies on it,
Sure.
or are you gonna keep the dead bodies?
Is anyone wearing half plate? No one's wearing half plate, right?
Yeah, I mean, we check the bodies too, obviously. We want to check them and loot them.
Gav, you want a
Yeah,
dead body?
But I'm wondering if you want to keep the bodies for purposes of raising the dead.
If you guys want to.
I look at Britzia and we kind of do that thing where we're like, yeah,
We're the Goliath.
and we just kind of like both like, shrug our shoulders, and so we're gonna keep a couple bodies. We're gonna keep like 2 bodies, 3 bodies.
Man,
You want
this
to
is
pick? You want
how-
the Goliath?
Something for the horses to sleep on.
This is how the diseases get spread. This is how plagues start.
Ratus.
Yeah, exactly.
How can you raise the dead and leave them on the ship? It's-
You can't raise
To-
it yet.
Not yet.
I am
Okay.
not raising deadable yet, but soon.
He also can't make people fall in love.
No,
He's
I
not a
cannot.
genie.
It's one of the things.
very similar to, the genie from Aladdin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the first thing I
Oh.
thought. Like,
Brian
terrible.
Williams,
okay.
rest in peace.
So, are you guys going to carry the body across to the other ship?
I'm not.
Okay.
I mean, yeah,
I'm
they
working
can
on
do
the
that.
sales.
Brent's like,
I will carry one of the bodies. Yes.
We'll carry one.
I mean, there's a bunch of bodies already on your boat. I was just saying if you wanted any of the ones from the other boat.
No. We'll take the ones
Was
from...
there a special one on
Just
the other
the
boat?
Goliath.
Was there like a
There was a Goliath.
unique? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we're taking this.
That's
it's
the
like
one you want?
It's like finding a nice couch on the side of the road.
Ooh, a
All right,
Goliath
how many
zombie?
bodies are you keeping? Is the question.
I said we'll take like 3 bodies. Because I'll only
least
be
the
able to
Goliath.
raise one. Yeah, let's just take the Goliath then. Because I'll
How
only be able to
mobile-
raise one.
You dump all the other bodies on the other ship and send it in that direction. The rest of you go back.
How mobile are
You see-
there? Why can't I remember still? The harpoon things. The
ballistas.
I forgot what they're called already. Ballistas. How movable are they?
They're not. I mean, they're just on a rotating, but they
Right.
can't do a
Oh, okay. So
360.
like
They
on
only do,
wheels.
like-
Like I can't move it. Ah,
Yeah.
Cool. Never mind. Bring it over. Get another one.
All right.
Never mind.
So
Thank you.
you bring over the parrot, Captain Killhammer, and you board your ship, heading still the same direction you were heading, and sending this boat in the opposite direction back towards the other ships that were coming after you.
Sure.
No, we're gonna relight any torches too that are
We'll
on
go
the ship's
on
deck. I'm gonna make like just so that they're a bigger distraction. So if they have any torches lit on the deck, those are all lit. Its sails are reefed a little bit, so it's just a little bit slower than us, but still pretty quick. And then we're just gonna head ahead of them, and then in a slight a deviating direction with the wind, just so as fast as we can go, so that trailing them will take them a little bit longer, but we'll get as far ahead as we can.
Right. So after some time moving everything back onto the ship and getting it prepped to leave, you sail out. I don't know why you're still here. So we're still somewhere out here. You sail out away from the ship that's, or ships that are after you, but they're gaining pretty good speed. Their ships are a little bit smaller, so they're faster, and you notice that the banners, as you can see them, they're not Empire banners, but they're the banners of the merchant house from Silvermoon Harbor of the Gray family. And
Oh fuck them, dude.
This rich kid's coming back for more. All right.
and
I have to bitch out again.
you're outnumbered, but you still have good speed, and you sail. Still
Sail and get some short rest in.
Yeah, you could all short rest, keeping distance, but they are gaining. And
Cool. Short rest, you
before-
said?
yeah,
A short rest.
I mean,
We
yeah, about a half hour or whatever, because it's going to take time for them to catch up. And as they gain on you while you're resting, you kind of see it them coming up on you. You can see. Whoa!
Hello,
What is
shitbag.
that sound? Is that you, Kyle?
Yeah, it's me.
Jesus. I was like, so loud. The boats get closer and closer, and combat is imminent. But that is where we're going to end the night's session.
Oh damn.
We'll continue next time, fighting on the high seas against the merchant house Gray. As far as XP goes, I'm gonna give you the XP for
Oh,
the
yeah.
whole orc fight here.
Hell yeah.
Oh god, the chips! The chips!
No, it's actually it's a sorbet from Costco. So
Oh jeez. It
Wow.
is 450.
Yeah, one of the fancy ones that's inside of the fruit keel,
Yeah.
basically.
So 450 experience points to you all.
Dang.
Excellent.
And some equipment that you got. You have a new friendish. He's a cursed parrot. Oh, a cursed orc. Turned into a parrot. Captain Killhammer.
How am I gonna figure out what's going on with this spell book?
We'll go over that separate because I'll probably have to actually look and roll for see what spells are in there, and if you might not know some of them, but you might know others, so it would be kind of cool.
Or like non-wizard.
But either
spells
way,
or
it's an
something.
additional spell book.
How much XP? Or did you get to that?
450.
450?
450. And that's going to bring us to a close, I think, for the night, because we're going to
that was fun.
continue next week on the high seas,
Oh, yeah.
the Somari Sea. And some
Good
pirate
fishing,
action.
Albie.
That sounds bad. Well, thank you. Thanks for everyone for watching. Thanks, Kirby, for stopping by. Thanks for that.
Hey,
Love that.
Kirby.
Always stopping by and supporting the stream. Kirby, one of our biggest fans, hopefully. And to everyone else watching, catch us on next week on Twitch, 7:30 Pacific. Old episodes are on YouTube. I have 6 of them up there now. I'm gonna put the next 3, and then this one will go up eventually soon. But catch us there, and then thanks players for playing. I love you all. Let's
Hell
let
yeah.
these credits roll.